Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon White. I'm your Smogon Gamer. In the last episode, we kind of started on Route 23 and came across a little maze here that we're going to be finishing off momentarily. And once we finish that, we will be heading into Victory Road, which, I'm going to say this right now, you need strength for, apparently. Or at least from what I gather anyways. I haven't played this game in a while and I didn't even remember that you needed strength for it, so we'll be having to backtrack later to get extra throw out of the PC, so something to keep in mind. So, I mean, there's that. We'll be doing that. We won't be making it all the way to the Elite Four today, of course, but I mean, you know, still, we're going to make some progress on it. And as you can see, like, these boulders have been pushed a little too far. So, in order to reset them, we have to kind of leave the area, quote unquote, and then come back. So, we're going to just head into the gate here, and then go right back out. And then you'll see that you have to recut the tree and all that other crap, so I mean, that's basically what we're going to be doing. So we have some stuff to talk about. The first image for this month, the first images for this month have started to appear, and the images from the weekly Shonen Sunday, it confirms that next month's issue of Korokoro due out on October 15th. A special serial code will be given. This serial code offers you a trial version of Pokemon OmegaRuby and AlphaSapphire, which appears to have you pick between Grovyle, Combusken, and Marshtomp, and ends with the obtaining of a Mega Evolution. So that's kind of interesting, even though I think Japan's the only one that's going to be getting it, which sucks, but I mean, I don't think there's anything that can be done about it. So the next thing is, a few Megas have been revealed. Mega Gallade, Mega Sharpedo, and Mega Camerupt have all been revealed. I don't believe we have any information on the Glade at the moment, but apparently Mega Sharpedo has the ability Strong Jaw, while Mega Camerupt has Sheer Force. Primal Kyogre has a new ability called Sea of Beginnings, and Primal Groudon has a new ability called Land of Endings. They activate what is called Strong Rain and Strong Sunlight respectively. It is not known how different this is to the normal. Primal Groudon's new move is called Cliff's Blade, so there's that. Mega Camerupt's speed is decreased, but every other stat is increased, while all of Sharpedo's stats get an increase. And Serebii's updating with some of the new attacks and abilities. They've created pages for that, so if you want to go check them out, feel free to do so. I mean, they're over on Serebii. Excuse me. So there's that. So I don't know how to feel about it. Like, there's obviously a trial version for OmegaRuby and AlphaSapphire. The thing is, apparently the release date for Japan and the United States is the same. It will be later for Europe, and it's also the same for Australia as it is for the US and Japan. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll all get the little serial code for it, but I don't. So apparently the Popo is going to catch someone, I guess, and before someone's being swatted, that'd be pretty bad. But whatever. Anyways, they're not showing up at my doorstep, so it's all good. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know how this works. It's a serial code which gives you a trial version of the game, so I don't know how that works exactly. Like, how do you have to put it in the eShop, or I don't know. All I know is I would really like to kind of play the game myself, like, I don't know, 2 weeks or so before it gets released. So I mean, we still have a ways to go. We have all of September still to go through. Then we have October, which gives us, you know, probably all of us the trial version of AlphaSapphire and OmegaRuby, and then there's also the fact that October 3rd is the release date for the 3DS version of Super Smash Bros. So there's that. Apparently, some people have the game already. For those of you who don't already know, I do follow the Justin Flynn over on Twitch, and a lot of the things that I saw him put up, there was a few highlights that he had put up, and so I mean, there's like a whole bunch of things here. People playing Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS on his thing here. So I don't know if they gave him a copy of the game to play and show off, a few of the features for people. I don't know. I really don't know. So it's probably like a limited version, kind of like a physical demo, maybe. I don't know. But either way, I honestly can't wait for the new Smash Brothers. I don't think anything for Smash has been revealed recently, but we pretty much have the entire roster now. So I mean, I really don't know what to say. So I mean, there's that. But yeah, like, the fact is, I'll leave a link to it. There's apparently a full starting roster thing that he did, like it's a 1:44 video. I'll link that in the description for you guys to look at. But yeah, so I mean, but like, I don't know. The roster I saw, I don't have it up at the moment, so I can't really remember off the top of my head. And I don't want to like open something and then accidentally screw up my commentary, of course. But from what I remember, it's pretty interesting. But like, I don't know. I honestly just can't wait to have the game myself. I will be getting it. I'm working on getting the remaining money I have because I have 2 Target gift cards, and that's like $25 that I have, just kind of waiting to be used on Smash Brothers. And I don't know about everyone else, but I really would like to get the game ASAP. It's kind of a shame they don't let people have like a trial version, which actually kind of reminds me, I believe that a trial version actually has been released. So something to kind of look into. I'm sure that it's kind of there if you look for it. Can't remember where it is. I think the Japanese like consoles are getting the trial version. I could be wrong, but yeah. So I mean, something to kind of look out for. I think it comes out late this month, because obviously the game's actually getting released on, you know, October 3rd. So they kind of have to release the trial version either like right now, or they have to release it in the next week or two. I think it's actually out in Japan, and then there's a lot of people talking about how it might be out for the American like consoles and whatnot this week, most likely. Well, that's what they're thinking, or you know, whatever. They think that it might be out this Friday, but I mean, it's something to look out for. I mean, I don't know about you. I'm kind of hoping it does give, like, I hope that they do compensate, and by give compensate, I mean give, you know, Smash Brothers, you know, trial version literally this Friday. That would be absolutely amazing, really. But I don't really have my hopes up for it. So I mean, there's that. I kind of want to revisit the whole camera up and Sharpedo thing, because like we called this a long time ago. I mentioned this a long time ago when they revealed Archie and Maxie. The little pendant that Archie has, which I think is like an anchor or something, it looked like there was a stone in it. So there was that, and then on Maxie's glasses it looked like there was like a button thing, but a lot of people actually just said, oh my gosh, he has a Mega Stone, look on his glasses. And like, there were a lot of people that just didn't believe that things like that could happen, but I mean, it kind of happened, so I don't know. By the way, Mega Sharpedo, I hate to say it, but it's a huge letdown. I kind of was praying that they would kind of, you know, finish the actual torpedo type of thing. Like, it's always been kind of like a half torpedo Pokemon, and it's not even close to being a complete torpedo. It would have been kind of cooler if they made it more torpedo, like, you know, like they would make it have more of a body that actually takes the shape of a torpedo or something. I don't know. It's always been one of my favorite Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but like, it just feels off. And then, I don't know how to feel about Camerupt. I really don't. I mean, I'm not complaining. I have a shiny Camerupt that I can use for fun whenever, you know, I get this game and I mega evolve it and whatnot. And I was looking through here just to see if there was anything that I needed to add, what's it called to? I think there is, but I'm not entirely sure. And like I said, you do need strength in here, so you're going to find that out momentarily. So, I mean, just kind of keep that in mind. And of course, there's still trainers in here, so time to have fun battling them. But yeah, Camerupt, I don't know how I feel about it. The fur around its body grows even longer to the point where it covers like all of its legs. Like you can't see like the actual outline of the legs anymore. You can only see basically the bottoms of the feet. It gains more hair on its head, I guess. I don't know. That's the thing. It's kind of weird because it actually has basically the magma symbol on its face as well, which is weird and interesting at the same time. But I mean, I don't know. And then the like 3 humps on its back kind of just become one, but there's like a whole bunch of molten rock and whatnot all like around its back. So I don't know. Like I kind of like the camera up, kind of being, you know, very loose there. But if I had to choose between the two, I'd probably pick Sharpedo. I've been always like more towards Team Aqua than Team Magma. But yeah, Sharpedo out of these two specifically, I definitely go with Sharpedo. Another thing that I kind of want to mention is we also kind of called this one too, which was Gallade. I figured it was going to be a thing. They gave Gardevoir a Mega. Why give only one of the branch evolutions a Mega when it can have, you know, Mega evolutions for both of it? Interestingly enough, it looks like it has a cape now. It doesn't really look much different outside of that, of course, but yeah, I mean, it's cool either way. Out of all 3 of them, I definitely would have to pick Gallade as my favorite out of the 3 newly revealed Megas, but yeah, and as you can see, you can't get through here without strength. So instead of me going and recording the entire thing all over again, and as you can see, I try to go back over there just to see if I can't figure out like what the fuck I'm doing, because I didn't remember that you needed strength for this area, because I don't ever really remember needing strength for this area, but apparently you need it. So yeah, might as well just go get X Control again, because why not? And while we're at it, we'll run into like a million fucking rocks and, you know, just everything, because that's just how this area is. But yeah, the other thing that I'm very interested like in is the fact that the abilities for Kyogre and Groudon have changed, at least for the primal. But the thing is, if it gives permanent rain, then they're definitely going to be seeing play in Ubers a lot more than normal. And on top of that, the thing is, I'm almost positive that they are going to be very similar to Keldeo. Keldeo is kind of like half like what they might be, because Keldeo went to a specific area to become its Resolute form, and in turn it learned the move Secret Sword instead of just Sacred Sword. The thing is, Kyogre and Groudon, when they were in that one trailer that was on Pokemon Get TV, they were shown in like a little closed off area, kind of like the areas that were in Ruby and Sapphire where you originally found them, where Magma and Aqua were there, like, oh, well, I'm going to expand the sea or the land or whatever, and they use the orb to awaken them. I'm assuming that you'll have to take them back to those spots, and if you do, they'll probably become their primal form, and as a result their abilities will change and they will get a special move. So again, it's kind of similar to Keldeo being able to transform into a new form and get a new move. I don't remember if Meloetta changes her ability. I don't think she does, so I can't really use her as an example. Neither can I really do the same with Keldeo in that sense. But the fact that they go to certain areas to transform into a different form, that's probably what's going to happen to Kyogre and Groudon. Groudon was always basically portrayed as this giant thing coming through lava, so it's probably going to go back into the lava, and you'll probably initially have to battle it in the primal form, then whenever you catch it or whatever, it'll leave it. But if you take it back there, you'll probably be able to put it back into primal form, stuff like that, because I mean, when they awaken, they both create this massive amount of like sunlight or rain, and it just doesn't seem to go away until you take care of them. So it kind of makes sense for them to have some weird ability that creates the permanent weather again. I mean, I guess they never really intended for weather to become as much of a problem as it did in Generation 5, which is why they're probably trying to make amends with that by making it a 5 to 8 turn thing for anyone that has just regular drought or drizzle. Same goes for like snow warning and whatnot, even though snow warning and whatnot, that's never been on a legendary. It should have been on something like maybe Kyurem or something, but they just didn't want to do something like that, I guess. But like Kyogre and Groudon, they are the legendaries that started the whole weather thing, legendary wise anyways. I mean, Tyranitar, obviously, it's been around for longer, but like the fact that they're legendaries, they should obviously have the ability to create permanent weather rather than just having 5 turns. Like, it's stupid to really do that to them, but whatever. So considering how much time we actually have left, I guess, you know, after we kick this thing's ass, we'll have to kind of call it an episode, considering there's literally less than 30 seconds left. So what we're going to be doing in the next episode, we will be going through Victory Road even more. We probably won't be finishing it off because this place is pretty big, and yeah, it's a lot bigger than it was last time, so lots of stuff to do in Victory Road. So in the next episode, we'll be continuing through Victory Road, and hopefully we can get, you know, very far into this, so that way it doesn't take much longer. So if you haven't already, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and until next time, this is the PokeGamer signing out.